Good morning, world. My day is completely different than I've envisioned. Um, Today, this morning, and this night, again, we have received code orange message. That means heavy rainfall. That means children are not going to school, and that means that I couldn't go to my assignment too. So I decided to stay in, sleep in a little. So it's not morning actually anymore, it's midday. And I decided to reflect a bit on my journey. So I wrote down some things. Usually I write down my dreams too. And the past month I wasn't doing that actually anymore. And today I did it again. So I took some time for that. Yeah, I was just reflecting on my journey. It's been 5 weeks. It's been 5 weeks that I am in the Philippines. And as I said, I think in my previous videos, the biggest lesson that God taught me was humility, the acts of service. It's a huge one. But most of all, the capacity to love. I mean, I had a capacity to love, but once you integrate the humility and the acts of service within that capacity, it's like your heart almost explodes from love. And sometimes when I am, especially with old people and children and babies, they have the same energy when they really need you. They need you to be present. Like older children, they are already like, they just want you to be there to play with them or to talk to them. But babies and really small children, children with disabilities, older people, people that cannot walk or talk, they are really dependent on you. And these kind of situations where just let's say like washing a person who is unable to wash itself, like how much humility is in that simple act, not just for you but for that person who is receiving it. And these kind of moments, at these kind of moments I felt God the most present in my heart, when it was like I there is nothing else I need to do, there is nothing I need to say, nothing that I am really matters in this moment, as just serve this person, as just provide this person a safe space. Yeah, so it really transmutes into everything that I do now in my life. My communication, as I said, my capacity to love has expanded. I feel God in such an immense way. His presence. Many people think that to feel Him, you need to go to the church. Well, I actually think that to grow in connection with Him, you need to serve. And that's where you feel God the most, is by serving others, especially for those in need. So I I remember there was this time, and well, I didn't spoke about this, but I feel that I wanna say this. So I had the situation with finances that didn't come through on time, and I just had like 100 pesos in my pocket, and I had to survive for like 5 days from it, like a week. So I had this money for my traveling. Chimney cost around like 13 pesos. It's like 2 ways every day. And there was no money in my pocket whatsoever to do any other things. And even though I have people around me who are offering me their help, financial help, I really understood that God was the one who was like, okay, let's remove the finances so that you truly understand and embody humility, so that you understand what it is to live like a person that would live here, right? And one day, I was in my assignment. I was working with the nuns, and these nuns, they don't have so much. I mean, they only work, they only receive donations. They don't have any money. They don't have salary. All the food that they have is like it's provided by sponsors, right? And I receive breakfast and dinner in my homestay, and I didn't have anything for lunch. I didn't have no money for lunch too. So also going, this is also beautiful to say, because by moving towards that moment, the last money that I had, if I would go through a homeless person, God would say, give something. And then I would give something. And I had to, it's like the point where you have to trust God so much was to the max, because I had to trust him when he's telling me, just trust me. Everything what you give are gonna multiply, but you need to give. So the last money that I had, I was giving away. To fully understand that he is my provider. He is the one who provides everything that I need. Because by living in this world, especially when you come from Europe, it's like you are constantly in control. Financial problems that you need to solve. Like I've learned from a young age to stand for myself, to work for my money, to make sure that I have everything I need, which is great, you know, but I was never capable of losing or letting go of control and truly giving that to God. And that's exactly what he was teaching me. I am the provider and you need to trust me in all that you do. Do not lean on your own understanding. I was constantly hearing this. Don't lean on your own understanding. Give give all yourself to me. Give all yourself to me. Give all your worries to me. Trust in me, and I will make your path straight. I will give you everything that you need. So this was exactly what was going on. So coming back to my story, and that day, that moment, I received a package. That was a bag, and one of the women that was working there, she's like, "It's from a sister." I'm like, "What is this?" Because I just fed the elders, and I was just cleaning up, and they were like, "This is for you." And I opened it, there was fried chicken. I mean, they never eat fried chicken, it's too expensive. They eat like sardines, you know, at its best with rice. And I received that, and my heart, I was like, they don't have so much, and they still gave me this, and this was God providing me my lunch. And I was hungry through them. And he provides for them always. Always provides for them. I hear so many beautiful stories where they just get like things that they truly need just delivered without even asking, you know. So this just shows how amazing God is. And so I ate the chicken. And so much gratitude. I remember coming back home and weeping, praising God, worshiping God in such an amount of love, gratitude, and capacity, love capacity in my phone just decided that it needs to stop recording. So, where was I? I remember having a conversation with a friend. I told her the story, and she was like, "Oh my God." I was crying from gratitude, and she was like, "Oh my God, do you need help? Do you need financial help? Do you have food? Like, can I help you?" And I'm like, "No, you don't need to. I just wanted to share my story, you know, and the situation um, that brought me to a very, very beautiful life lesson, and that is completely surrendering to His presence, His guidance, His protection, and the way how He provides. Um, so this also brought me to an understanding that this kind of lesson I couldn't have learned in Europe, being with my family or friends. That this specific place, Philippines, that has so many beautiful people who worship God, who love God. I mean, I'm here for a reason. I know that God brought me to this place for a reason. There is a reason why people love God so much here, because they do lean on Him as being their provider, and they do trust Him in providing all that they need. Even the ones who are living on the streets, the ones who do not have home or shelter, the ones who are struggling with their health. Everybody leans on God here, because I believe that just through suffering, through a sense of where you really don't have a control. You don't have control. And that's usually people who have less. These are the people who have closer connection to God, you know, than the ones who have everything, and yet they are seeking for fulfillment in the things that they shouldn't, and that do not fulfill them in the end of the day. Anyway, this is my story, a bit different than usually. Try to record the second part for like 3 times. My phone keeps shutting off because it doesn't have enough storage. I have no idea how to solve this, but I will. Thank you guys for watching. I truly, truly, truly appreciate every single one of you who keep coming back, who, despite their busy day, that you take the time of your day to watch my life, to hear me speaking. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. May God bless you in everything that you do. I see you again tomorrow. Ciao.